name is Melody. I am a clairvoyant medium who can see, feel, and hear spirit. And if you are interested in a reading, you're in luck. Spirit is here. Spirit makes me burp. Ew, gross. Thank you for the wet burp there, Spirit. Anyway, we are doing free readings at this time. If you're interested in getting a free reading, go ahead and put your name and the topic matter in the comments section below. Hi, Aaliyah. Welcome in. And you may be receiving a free reading here live today. Thank you, Aaliyah, for the heart me. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Hey, guys. Welcome in. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday. All right. Aaliyah's going to do general. Let's go for it. All right, Spirit. This is for our friend Aaliyah. Spirit, what does Aaliyah need to know? Spirit, what? All right. Spirit, what does Aaliyah need to know? Spirit, that's how I said it too. General. Spirit, what does Aaliyah need to know? All right, let's check it out, girlfriend. Let's see what's going on. And guys, just make sure you put your name and the topic matter if you're interested in a free reading. All right. The Fool is here. The Fool is the card of taking chances, taking a leap of faith, having a new beginning, making sure that you are taking a leap of faith, but you are going to land on your feet. The Sun is the most perceived positive sign we can have in tarot. And it's always darkest right before the dawn, which the 10 of Swords wanted to quickly pop out there. But, whatever hardships you've gone through, they're probably ending here. And you're probably going on a whole ass new chapter, because the very first card in tarot is the Fool. That's why she's card 0. She is the very first. All right. We have the Emperor that wanted to come out. Okay, that 10 of Swords really does want to come out. We have the 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. So there's something here with work. Could be with a manager that's making you feel like you can't get a grip. If you work for yourself, it could be a client that makes it feel like they have one up on you or something like that. But we do have the Emperor, we have the 10 of Swords, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. So this is very much that energy of doing new work that's worth it because of this. So you may be doing something that is going to be new, and it's new because of the Fool, right? The Fool is the signifier of something new coming in. So it's out with the old, in with the new. Don't worry about feeling like put a fork in her, she's done, or feeling like I put everything into it and somebody's gaslighting me. Stepping back into mediumship. Hell yeah, because it's always darkest right before the dawn. We already saw the sun, so the sun's already here. And then the 8 of Pentacles, getting back to the drawing board, right? Doing work that's worth it. So hell yeah, dude, Aaliyah. I'm so excited for you to get back into your mediumship and getting back into connection with spirit. That is the shit. And I do think there's going to be something good that comes out of that. But that 10 of Swords really wanted to pop out. There's an ending coming in that was really hard. So that's really great, because this next chapter is going to be really putting you in alignment. They're calling me to come back. LOL. Right. We should not. I don't think we should ever really leave it behind. Not saying that you did. I don't know what you did or didn't. But I definitely feel like we should always be taking the connection into everything that we do, because they're literally there to help us and guide us. That is their whole shtick. All right. So Mark wants to know about love with Louise. All right, Mark, let's see what's going on with you and Louise. Spirit, what does Mark need to know about love with Louise? Spirit, yeah, I sort of pulled it on the back burner, but I'm excited to jump back in to help people. Hell yeah, girl. I'm excited for you. It's the best. I love my job so much. What does Mark need to know about love with Louise, though? Mark. All right. This is going to be the last shuffle here. We're going to cut the deck, see what's going on. Okay, I'm not crazy about this card. This card is the Liar, the Cheater, the Thief. Sorry, I got a drip on my nose now. The Liar, the Cheater, the Thief. That's what the 7 of Swords is. It's probably somebody who's not being totally forthcoming. You might not be being forthcoming totally. There could be a secret that's not being exposed or something like that. But we'll see what the other cards have to say. I don't I don't think so. No. The moon and the 5 of Cups. So the moon is a card of deception. We just had the liar, the cheater, the thief. And then we have 5 of Cups. Fives are all conflicts. The cups are like, emotional, but something gets spilled and we're really concentrating on the past and what was. So somebody's not ready for this relationship or ready for this time together. Somebody's just not ready for it. Okay. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's them, but somebody's not ready for this next step into a relationship. They have to heal a little bit more. They have to get a grip a little bit more, whether that's you or Louise. Somebody's just not ready. Okay. I hope that helps. Hope that gives you clarity. Hope it gives you insight there. Hi, Kiki. Welcome. Guys, keep putting your comments in the comment section if you're interested in a free reading. Name and topic matter is what you need. Okay. Is it about relationships? Is it about love? Is it about finances? Is it about career? Is it about health? Is it about just seeing what spirit wants you to know? That's called a general. So keep putting your comments in. So it looks like we had a filtered comment. Let me see if I can unfilter this. Okay. Sarah wants to know about meditation. All right, Spirit, what does Sarah need to know about meditation? Spirit, what does Sarah need to know about meditation? Spirit, what does Sarah need to know about meditation? Oh, mediation. It's mediation. That makes so much more sense. Dyslexia strikes again. All right. Mediation. What does Sarah need to know about mediation? I'm sorry, Sarah. Are you having trouble getting your water bug? Hold on, Sarah. I'm so sorry. I gotta help my cat. There you go. Okay. The jingle, lol. For those who have dyslexia. All right. For Sarah. Spirit, what does Sarah need to know about mediation? Spirit, what does Sarah need to know about mediation? Spirit, what does Sarah need to know about mediation? I have dyslexia, girls. I got something like that. Ooh, victory. Victory at the bottom of the deck here. The 6 of Wands is victorious. This is literally the card of victory. So you are going to have a following. You're going to have a support system. You're going to see behind the character. She is supported by other people, but she's walking. She has that wreath of victory. She has a V in her ear for victory. My ex is narcissistic. Let me see what the other cards have to say. It's a whole new beginning. You're going to be celebrating. The whole ass new beginning that you're going to be celebrating. He's trying to get full custody and control. That's what they do. But don't give me too much information. Don't give any psychic too much information. Now, this is a mini reading. It's not like the 5-minute reading that I do offer as well for $15. But make sure when you are doing psychic reading, no, don't be sorry. I just want you to know this information because I want you to not get scammed. That's all. That's the only reason I'm giving you this information, because people who are not real do come on this app and pretend to be psychics. And then they will read into the information that you give them. Oh, thank you, Kiki. Oh, no problem, Sarah. And then they'll read into the information that you give them, and then they'll be doing like a guessing game type of thing, and they'll try to scam you out of a bunch of money. Oh, you're attracting narcissists because you've been cursed, and only I have the remedy. Just be really cautious about who you trust on here and what you give out to people, okay? But either way, thanks, Spirit. There's a new beginning that's going to be stable, new income coming in as well. So you're probably going to end up with child support, maybe alimony, but I definitely feel like it's child support because the pentacle or the pages are children or immature people. Now, the 3 of Cups is a card of celebration, getting with your girlfriends, getting with your sisters, something to cheers about. Okay. So you might end up having like a party. Be like, oh my God, it's done. You can't get me as much as you like want to get me, bro. Even though having children with this man is makes it really complicated to get away from him, unfortunately. But you will win that mediation. All righty. Trap, she said. I'm not sure what you mean by trap. Maybe he's a trap or he's trapping you. That could definitely be. He could definitely be trapping you. Having kids with him was a trap. Yeah. Yep. She feels trapped by that. Yep. Because narcissists do try to trap people. They really do. Like once they have their hooks in you, they want to fuck with you for the rest of time. So stay away from anyone who's love bombing you, even though it feels so good. And it's like, oh my God, somebody sees me and recognizes me, love bombing me. I never felt this way. Da, 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 da. Be cautious because those people are showing you a fake version of themselves. And they will trap you, whether through love, through children, through marriage. Don't try to trap you. All right, Kimberly, let's go ahead and do your career. You're going to be my last freebie today, and then we're going to do our donated readings. It's a $15 donation for a 5-minute reading if you're interested in that. All right, so Kimberly, Spirit, what does Kimberly need to know about career? But I do hope that helps there, Sarah. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. All right, Kimberly, what does she need to know about career? What does she need to know about career? She said absolutely. I'm so glad to hear that helps. What does Kimberly need to know about career? Okay, that is it. Ooh, hi, Trish. Hi, Melina. Thank you so much for the rose as well. And the tiny roar. Tiny Dinies get tiny roars. The Ace of Cups is here. The Ace of Cups is the card of a new beginning. That is, thank you, Spirit. Spirit makes me burp for those of you who aren't aware. That is very fulfilling. That is emotionally fulfilling. It is intuitive as well as creative. So this can be creatively fulfilling as well. I'm having a weird deja vu. I just recently learned that deja vus are like little like brain seizures, which is very upsetting because I've had deja vu my whole life. But either way, I'm having a little bit of a deja vu moment. But we have the Ace of Cups. So there's a whole ass new beginning. Every ace we pull is a brand new beginning. Okay. So let's see what's going on. There is a new partnership coming in that's going to bring in some money, honey. The Two of Cups is the relationship card. This is a partnership. You could be having a business partner, having a new job that you are signing a contract with. This is something that is going to bring in stable income. She is the most stable queen and the richest queen. She is about earth signs. That's why she's pentacles. Earth is strength, stability, abundance is here. She's the most abundant queen as well. She could be a Capricorn. Traditionally, she's Capricorn, or she could be Virgo or Taurus, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So if you're just coming at me with your sun sign, don't unless you know your big three. But this is something that's going to add in a new partnership, and it's all new because boom, the Ace of Cups, right? Thank you for the hat and the mustache. Nice. But this is something that's going to end up being very good for you. Okay. I really like this. I really think it's going to be beneficial. It might be a creative endeavor too, because it feels like it might be more creative, but like you might be in a creative field. Or you just want to be in a creative field and you start being in a creative field. But thank you, Kiki, so much for your question. I really appreciate it, and I do hope that helps. Thank God my job has been making me miserable. I work in finance. Yeah, more problems, right? But you might be wanting to get into something creative, and if you do, go for it. Absolutely. It looks like there's going to be a new partnership in some way, whether it's a business partner or a new job opportunity. Literally, she says, more money, more problems. All right, guys, we are started the donated readings at this time. So if you're interested in a reading, it's a $15 donation. You're going to receive a 5-minute reading for your $15 donation. So go ahead and submit that donation and come right back here and get your reading underway. While we do that, I literally peed before I came on, but I have to pee again. So it's as it is. T will do that to you. It's a diuretic. I'll be right back. Send in your donations while I'm gone. I have a way to look. All right, I'm back. Let me see if I missed anything, which I probably didn't because it wasn't that long, but let's see. Gotta log into everything. Nope, didn't miss anything there. Didn't miss anything there. Oh my goodness, can we go any slower? All right, didn't miss anything there as well. Okay. Not a problem, guys. We are doing psychic readings right now. I do mediumship readings, I do human design readings, and psychic readings, of course. So if you're interested in a reading, go ahead and submit that $15 donation. Thank you, Kimberly, for the heart me, the rose, the finger hearts. I love you so much. The you're awesome. Thank you so much for all of that. I appreciate you. Thank you for liking the live as well. That really does happen. What's the difference of the 5-minute one? So the 5-minute one, you get to choose what type of reading. So I offer 3 different modalities. So you can do another psychic reading where I give you more clarity and more insight. You're going to get a 5-card pull. I also channel messages. So I'll give you my channeled message that I receive for you on top of 5 cards plus the bottom one. So really the total of 6 cards. Mediumship is available for a $15 donation where I connect with somebody in the spiritual realm and I give you those messages. I do evidential mediumship. So I will give you the evidence that this person, whoever I have, this is the person I have. You tell me who we're getting in connection with, though, because I do a direct connection. If I do spirit-led and you paid for it, sometimes your loved ones get overshined by other people's loved ones. So that's why I do direct, to make sure that your loved one is coming through instead of somebody else's loved one. They also do human design. Human design is a chart reading. It's all about your energy. This is what it looks like. It looks just like this. So this is all about you. It's basically your blueprint to you, why you are the way that you are. What type of energy do you possess? How do you work with your specific type of energy? And how do you learn how to trust your body when making decisions so that you can make the right decision for you every time? This changed my life forever in the best ways possible. Fucking love human design. That's why I read it. That's why it's not the reason I'm in spirituality, but it is one of the reasons that I really jumped into it like head first. Then really like dived in and found out all the information. So, but those are what I offer for 5 minutes. And again, if you do a psychic reading, it's going to be a longer reading, more clarity, more insight, channeled messages, things like that. Thank you, Erica, so much for liking the live. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you're glitching on my end. No, I forgot I have to call my internet company. Am I glitching for everyone? Oh, I hope not. Let me know, guys, if I'm glitching, if I'm lagging, if anything is going on that's not supposed to be happening. Say, Trish said not for me. Well, that's good. Anyone else want to give me some feedback? We got 6 people in here. Let me know. Am I glitching for you? So we got 2 out of 6. So we got 4 more people to let me know what's going on. Nope, not glitching. Erica says they're good. All right, well, that's good. Kimberly, try to go like out of my live and then come back in and see if that helps at all. I did hear through with some people a few days ago that did help. That was happening to them as well. So, but I should still chat with them because the other day it kicked me off of YT. We're learning sign language, YT, where I record all the readings. So you do get a timestamp whenever you get a reading for $15 donation. You get a timestamp and then you can watch it anytime you want. Hi, Sharon. Welcome in. I think it did work. Okay, wonderful. I'm glad to hear it. I think I would like to do one. But not sure what to ask or want. I'll have to think about it. You can always do a general reading and see what spirit has to say for you or to you. Thank you, Sharon, for the heart me. Thank you for the follow, Neurospicy Latte. Thank you for the follow as well. Sharon, thank you for the tiny diny roar. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Laura, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you for being here. But yeah, if you are like, I don't know what to do, but I want a reading, but like, I'll just let spirit do it. That's a general reading. And then spirit will tell you what they want you to know. Many, many, many people get general. Many people do. Like we literally started with a general reading today, actually. We started with a general reading. Hey, Pumpkin Pie LLC, how do we pay? That's a great question that I can't actually say. But what I can do is show you this sign I made. So I can show you that, but I can't actually say these words. Ugh. And yes, it's a big poster. I'm going to put it right there for right now. Oh, okay, bet. I put a lot of work into that too. I know it doesn't look the best. It's not my best handwriting, but I did write everything backwards. So, pretty proud of it. Thank you, Laura, for liking the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can I ask why you can't say, yeah, Erica, you can ask. Because TikTok will restrict my live. Not every time that I say these words, because sometimes I say them on accident, but if I say them enough, they restrict my live. And then I'm no longer available on the FYP page. Literally so silly, Sharon. Literally. And I was having a lot of problems at the beginning of this week, like getting restricted like 3 or 4 times. Like I'd get off, I'd get back on, get off, get back on. Like it's a lot. So my partner actually was like, I have an idea. We have this giant whiteboard that usually sits on this wall. And that's not being used. He was like, why don't you just write it on there? And I was like, that's an idea. I did have it sitting up yesterday because I started using it yesterday, but that was also not being satisfactory. Like people were coming in and just reading the sign and leaving instead of like hanging out and seeing what I offer and seeing what I do like normal. So I was losing a lot of people because the sign was up. So now I'm just going to use it sparingly. Like when you guys ask, how can you send in the donation? Then I'll pull out the sign and show you guys again. But that's, yeah, it's going to have to be that type of thing. But yeah, TikTok is big on restricting. And the reason they restrict is for encouraging people off the platform. That was their reason behind the restriction. Even though they come right back to the platform because you guys pay for a reading to get a reading live on air. So, and that's why we learn sign language here as well. Did you guys know that this is Y and this is T? Hopefully you get my drift because I'm also recording on there right now. I'm also doing a live stream on, again, this is the letter Y and this is the letter T. Thank you, Trish, for your very first gift ever for a rose. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So nice. Thank you, Trish Ann. I really appreciate being the first person you ever given a gift to. Oh, beautiful. But yeah, so I live stream on there. This actually, when you're on, it will automatically post. So you'll be able to watch your reading anytime you like. I do give you a timestamp. And what was I going to say after that? Oh, it's the second link, if you catch my drift, to get to. Thanks for the likes. Thornidas? Oh, I'm saying that wrong. I hate to be annoying. No, just don't do that. Don't do that. All right. What I want you to do and how to get here where you're not accidentally sending it to somebody who's pretending to be me. Okay. I want you to go here. I want you to use this from here. Okay. Press my picture in the corner, the left corner. Then press my picture again, and that's going to take you to my profile. Then you can find, okay? So make sure you're doing that. Make sure we're being safe because I was using the CA app before, and they had literally had a scammer pretending to be me. Okay, got it. Wonderful. And by the way, you are not annoying. You are literally not annoying at all. Guys, thank you so much for liking the live. I really appreciate it. I want to say, how do you say your name? Thorniodas? Thorniodas? Thorindios? Thorindios? All right. Well, I don't know which one I said is yes to, though. Kieran, welcome in, my friend. Welcome back. We are doing donated readings at this time if you're interested. $15 donations get you a 5-minute reading. The first one was good. Okay. Thorniodas. Thorniodes. Oh, I don't even know how I said it. I'm just going to do my best. So we are done and completed the freebies at this time. This time we're doing donated readings. But make sure to follow me every time I start my lives. I start them out free. So if you are interested in free readings, go ahead and follow me and make sure you tune in as soon as I come on. And if you comment first, you're pretty much going to guarantee your reading. Otherwise, it's a random selection. I can't guarantee who gets the free readings and who doesn't. Thanks for being here. Looks like they already left. Hi, Chelsea. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hi, Jen. I didn't see you sneak in here. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Chelsea said, hi, love. Hand hearts. We love hand hearts here. Something I've been doing since high school. I graduated in 2007. Hi, she says. Hand hearts for her as well. But yeah, I've been doing hand hearts before Taylor made it cool, but Taylor's always cool, so it's fine. We love Taylor. We stand Taylor on this podcast, and I wish she would, not that it's a podcast, but I really do wish she would speak up about ICE and this administration because she's been weirdly quiet about it all, where Sabrina Carpenter said something, Olivia Rodrigo said something, who else, who I really like, I can't think of her name right now, Selena Gomez. Kim, I got you, Kimberly. I got you. Let's go ahead and get your donation underway or your reading underway. Woo woo. All right. Let me know, what type of reading are we doing? Are we doing a general reading where we're doing a channel message in the cards? Do you want to connect with somebody who's passed away in the spiritual realm? Or do you want to learn more about yourself through the lens of human design, which is the fucking best? It's my favorite. It's literally my favorite modality. Hi, Mirandy. We have nobody after Kimberly, so if you're interested in a reading, go ahead and submit that $15 donation for your 5-minute reading. Human design, it is this, good morning. It is this reading here where it's a chart reading, so I'm going to need your birth date, including the year, time of birth, and your city and state or the city and country. I'm going to tell you about the type of energy you have, how to work with your specific type of energy, and how to trust your body when making decisions in this 5 minutes. But that's literally like barely scratching the surface. As you can see, human design has a lot to offer, lots of information, lots of things going on. But if you're not interested in this, that's totally fine, but it is my favorite modality to give. But it's all about you, all about your energy. And you can look that up for free. All you got to do is Google the exact time of birth. Yep. That's right, Trishan. And if you don't have the exact time, there is this fun little thing. I'll show you. Hold on, let me get you back here. There's this fun little thing here that I can literally drag across and be like, okay, if you were born at 1024, you would have been a manifesting just a generator. If you were born at what time is this? 2:07, February 2nd. That's a different day. Well, it's just my birthday. Let's see. So you can see how the chart just moves every time, like I move it somewhere else. If you were born at 8:03, I would have been a manifester. So that's why it's important. So like if you have a day like me, like where you have manifesting generator, projector, manifester, like almost all five types in a single day, I probably would be like, we need your exact time. Like today, like I would need my exact time because there's so many possibilities and so many different things that I could have been. But I am a projector. Okay, I think general for now, and I will try that next time. And you can just look it up for free too. Look it up for free, do a Goog, and if you want a professional's opinion, absolutely come back. But I'm not gatekeeping this ever. It is your information. You deserve to know it. So if you want to just look it up yourself, feel absolutely free. There's free generator charts literally everywhere. So you don't need to go through a professional, but if you want a professional's opinion on it, I would love it. All right, let's do a general reading for our friend Kimberly. Kimberly, your timestamp is going to be 32 minutes. That's the second link. Okay, you catch my drift. If you ever want to watch it again, because again, we're learning sign language, guys. You ready? This is the letter Y, and this is the letter T. I'm also on there. Just doing some cleansing breaths. Spirit, this is for our friend Kimberly. Spirit, what does Kimberly need to know? What is the message you want to give our friend Kimberly today? Spirit, what does Kimberly need to know? One more shuffle because it feels right in the body. There's something going on with a lot of vibration in my body. Like I feel a lot of like vibration, a lot of vibes here. I feel it really strongly in my biceps specifically. I don't know if you've been feeling weak lately or feeling like you're not as strong lately, but it doesn't feel super duper weak to me, like exhaustion, like but it does feel like I'm like feeling a bit weak in the biceps specifically, but I feel like a vibe here in the solar plexus as well. I'm not sure what is coming through with that. So if you need to rest, feel free to rest, especially if you find out you're a non-sacral in human design. Non-sacrals are people who live in rest and have active cycles. So if you're feeling like depleted, that's probably the word I would use. Like maybe you're feeling a bit depleted, because I don't feel like you're overly weak. I don't feel like it's a I'm sick type of thing. It could be, but it doesn't feel that way necessarily. It just feels like I'm depleted. Maybe I need more water, more nutrients, more food, maybe some rest. That's very accurate, Kimberly. Make sure that you get that rest in, because it's very important. Rest, guys, is not a privilege. It's a literal necessity, okay? It's a necessity. And I know in this culture, we think it's a privilege. It is not. We have Salem on your side. Salem is my literal cat. Okay, he is not here in the room, but when he does show up in the room or in the Queen of Wands, he is luck. Black cats are luck and protection. Don't let the superstitions, patriarchal superstitions, tell you otherwise. How could something that has been worshipped for a millennia be evil? Right? It's not. It's just disempowering. That's what they want. They want you to be disempowered. But she is a magnet. She's a light. We love the Queen of Wands. She is popular. She is beautiful. She is confident. She is strong. She's transformative. She's passionate. Like people love to talk with her and hang out with her. They just gravitate towards her. Okay. So just know you could be a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. She's traditionally Aries. Sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Don't come at me with your sun sign if you don't know your big three. Woo! Starting off big. Girl, you got to move on. Girl, you got to move on and start this new beginning. You are definitely on the fence about moving on, about a new beginning. Okay. I'm telling you, do it. And if this is a new beginning of saying like, I need to be single, I need to do my own thing. Maybe this has to do with work, but this could do with relationships as well. And it's not just love. When we talk about relationships, we're talking about friendships, partnerships, family members, co-workers, things like that. People, you have relationships with all sorts of different people, okay? But you are gaining wisdom and insight when you allow yourself to move on and learn the lessons that you're taking with you. The 10 of Wands is a card of endings. All 10s are. They're completion. They finish the cycle. They're on to the next cycle. They're on to the next beginning here. And this is going to be lessons and knowledge that you are taking with you. Experience, knowledge, lessons. So yes, you might be on the fence. Wait until the end. Kiki, wait till the end, and then you can absolutely tell me what's going on. But I don't want to be influenced by anything, because at the end of the day, I'm a human being. And so I'm going to let spirit influence me right now, and then you tell me what's going on in about a minute and a half. Okay. But this is something that's going to end up being really beneficial for you. Like, even though you're on the fence about it, even though it's emotional, you're trying to decide, which way do I go? Do I go this way? Do I go that way? I'm in a forest with 2 roads diverged, and I took the one less traveled. That's what comes through when I see this, especially when we have the 10 of Wands here. Like, there's a bunch of, wand sticks, if you will. Hey, Casey Joy, thanks for liking the live. And the last card we have is abundance. So you're gaining wisdom about your abundance. When you walk away from a situation and you start a whole ass new beginning that has the sun here, the sun is the most positive new beginning. You're walking away with knowledge and experience and starting something new. You are going to decide probably to walk away. Better to be on your own than with whatever's going on. Not here, but here, right? And here. But this is the abundance card. Like, you're going to be more abundant, either emotionally or financially, more abundant when you really start to understand like how you're of service, what you want to do of service, because this is Virgo. Virgo is of service. She loves to be of service. She is the natural ruler of the 6th house of everyday routines, coworkers, small pets, things like that. So I do want you to know, like, this new beginning is going to be really good to you. Okay. It's going to give you abundance, going to give you wisdom and insight. You may be looking internalized as well, doing some shadow work that comes out too. But Kimberly, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Let me know in the comment section what you wanted to tell me there. If I don't read it out loud, you got filtered, unfortunately. So keep trying it. I think I've hopefully made it go away, like the filtration issues that I've been having, but you never know on this app. Kuya, thank you so much for your question. It's a $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Spirit makes me burp, for those of you who don't know. But yeah, get your donation in now. There's nobody on the list at this time. So you're going to get a reading right away. There is no wait. I think it has to do with my spiritual journey. I've recently tried to connect with my native ancestry. Hell yeah, dude. And yeah, that could absolutely be, because that was like one of the last messages I said was like going internalized, right? With that wisdom, that insight from the Hermit. But you can always watch it again too to see. But yeah, that would not surprise me. That would not surprise me if that was something like that. And to go forth with it. Absolutely. So make an ancestral altar. Make sure you feed your ancestors. I left my extremely religious cult and was moving extremely well and had a strong connection. But my Chelsea, I got you. Thank you so much, my love. You are next. Thank you, Chelsea. My religious family kept putting doubts into me and trying to put fear into me. That's how cults rule. Cults only rule out of fear. MAGA is controlled because of fear. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. The immigrants are criminals. They're criminals. They are controlling people by keeping them afraid. That's how cults work. Not only how they work, look at the knitting cult lady. She's going to tell you a lot more information than I could ever tell. But that's one of those things that they do. Like, that is a control issue. Like, if they are instilling fear, they're trying to control. So guys, don't let the fear win. Don't let the fear win. Stay joyful, because it's the only act of rebellion that you have control over. Okay. Other than like protesting and things like that. Do protest. Do go out and protest. There is a protest happening. When? Soon. 17th? I'm not sure. Ray, it's a $15 donation for your reading. We are waiting on Chelsea, though. Chelsea is next. I've been spinning when trying to connect, but I've been scared to try again. That's okay. Hoping for a message from my loved one who have passed. Wonderful. We'll do mediumship. Who are you trying to get in connection with? Because I do a direct connection. So give me their relationship. Mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, doesn't matter, wife. Or if they don't have a traditional relationship with you, your grandparents. Okay, perfect. We'll do that. But don't let the fear win. Get your ancestral altar together. 3 glasses of water in a triangular formation, a candle, some incense, preferably cinnamon, but can be anything, and give an offering of food, like literal food that you would make yourself for dinner. Offer it to your ancestors. Ask them for your protection. Ask your angels, your ancestors, your guides for the protection, and you should be okay. All right. So that could hopefully bypass the scariness of it all when you're asking for protection from the ones that actually love you and want you protected. All right, Chelsea, you're very welcome, Kimberly. Let's check it out. Your timestamp is 42 minutes. Okay, we're going to do some cleansing breaths here. And guys, after Chelsea, we don't have anyone else. Linktree link. I can't say it. You know where to find it. You know where to find it. All right, this is for our friend Chelsea. Chelsea. We're getting in contact with Chelsea's grandparents. Getting in contact with Chelsea's grandparents. Getting in contact with Chelsea's grandparents. I just see a couple. I see a couple. They're older, so I think they both made it to an older age. They're holding hands. They're very cute. Like they're holding hands like this, kind of like looking at each other. It's very adorable. I think these people have been together the whole time. I think they were married. They make me feel they were married really young, maybe 18, 19, 20. And they probably were together the whole time. This makes me feel maybe like mom's parents to me. Would this make sense? Let me know if that makes sense by saying yes, no, or I don't know. Nothing more, nothing less. No, does not make sense. Interesting. So let me do a pause. Let me do more deeper breaths here. Because there's a couple, they just keep coming in. Chelsea's grandparents, Chelsea's grandparents, Chelsea's grandparents. I still have this couple here. I'm not sure who they are, but I still do have them here. But I also have this one man here, not mom's side. Oh, it might be dad's side. Would that make sense for dad's side then? Is that the thing I got wrong? Like dad's side was more together the whole time, married really young. Because I have I have that couple. They're not going away. They like refuse to leave. So it's just your dad's side. It's the only thing I got incorrect. Okay. So because I was trying to say, it's like, well, if you're not their grandparents, and they're like they like refused. So I'm like, okay. But there is another man here. He's taller. He's very boisterous. He makes me feel like he was very much like taking up space, very loud. He makes me feel like he drank beer as well. So this might be your mom's dad. But I want to concentrate on the couple because they were here first. And they feel way more reserved to me than your mom's potential dad here, who's very like, he's not afraid to take up space, that man. He's like, I'm here. What are we doing? Like loud, but fun. Like he wasn't like somebody who was like super duper mean by any means, but I feel like he was a little rough around the edges for this man here that I have. But this couple is very sweet. Casey, thank you so much, Casey Joy. I got you. But this couple is so stinking sweet. They feel so kind. Yes, the list is open, Noah. They feel so kind. They feel so like giving. They feel very like, honestly, they feel religious to me. They could have been religious in any religion, but I'm getting Christianity specifically. So they might have been somewhat active in the church or gone to church every Sunday, or something like that, or just had really strong Christian beliefs. But they're so cute. I can't stand it. They're so adorable. I think they were like codependent on each other, though. They had a codependent relationship. And I do feel like they bickered a lot between each other, but it was just how they functioned. Like it was just in every, like they're normal. Would this make sense here, Chelsea? Let me know if that makes sense. Spot on. Miss them so much. Oh, I'm so glad. They just want you to know that you're like, for whatever reason, they're saying you're allowed to be whoever you want to be. So I don't know if this has to do with religion. It kind of feels like it does. So I don't know if you strayed from their belief system, because that is their belief system, and everyone's belief system is absolutely personal to them. And just like that, I need to spend another 15. You're so funny, Kimberly. So if you are straying away from their belief systems, they're not upset about it. They are encouraging you to do so. Find religion in any way that you like, find comfort, find faith, that type of thing. They don't care how you do it. Like they learned when they came in there that there's more than one way to skin a cat, even though I need a different saying, because if you skin my cat, I will. But either way, it's not about my cats. But I just really love them. They make me feel very encouraging as well. They make me feel very like supportive in any way. They make me feel like if you had come to them, and they feel like both, like it feels like the both of them are this way, where you go to them and you say like, I'm having a problem. They're like, how can we help? How can we resolve it? What do you need from us? Do you need a couple dollars? I got you. Like you need a place to stay? I got you. Like they just make me feel like they were such a support system. Maybe for you, the other grandkids and their children. Yes. I feel like you are unique in your family. Like how they're showing me is like, don't be afraid to walk your own path. Like they keep really encouraging you to be authentically you, genuinely you, that type of thing, where it just feels very much like, don't be afraid to walk your own path. Because you might be somebody who would be considered maybe a black sheep of the family, which I don't really feel like that's the right term, though. It feels more like you're just a little different. You just think differently. You have different beliefs. You're just the one that's really here to kind of heal the ancestral line. So yeah, you're going to have different beliefs and be a little bit on the outside, but it doesn't feel like you feel like you have a connection with your family. It feels like you love your family. You're very into your family, but you're just different from them, and that's okay. Nailing it. Well, that is our time here. So their main message is don't be afraid to walk down this different path. Like don't hold your head up high when you do it. Be proud that you're doing it. Don't let anyone navigate a different way or make you feel a different way. You're meant to go down this different path. You are here to heal your ancestral line. All right, Chelsea. I'm so glad. I'm sorry I got the lineage wrong about mom, dad, but I'm so glad that couple stayed. It was like, we're her grandparents. I just got the energy a little bit wrong with that. But everything else seemed like it was correct and accurate. So I'm so glad we could help you today, get you some clarity, get you some insight, or get you some comfort in some way. Thank you, Chelsea, so much for being here. I really appreciate you. And these two, they're lifers. Like even in the spiritual realm, they're together. They're going to always reincarnate together, it feels like. So one won't reincarnate without the other. They're just a bonded pair. They're a bonded pair, those two. You're very welcome if I didn't say that already. Alizia, hopefully I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. That is so cool, right? It's a $15 donation if you're interested in a reading, my friend. Alizia. Aliza, right? Hopefully. I hope I'm saying it right. I really want to. But it is yes. Okay, good. Aliza, it's a $15 donation for your reading. Go ahead and check out my profile. From there, you're going to be able to get to everything you need to get to. For those of you who need a little bit further instruction, I got a giant chart for you. This is how you do it to get on the list. It's all right here. I want you to go through here, this avenue right here. Boop, 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 boop. That's what I want you to use to get to here, so that you can use these to send in your donation. Oh, okay. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. No, don't fall. No, don't. Did you erase anything? Oh, no. Okay, good. Okay, good. Come on, giant thing. Oh, I need a smaller sign now. Okay. But we do have Casey next. Casey, thank you so much for sending in your donation, my love. What type of reading are we doing for you? Message from my great grandma. All right, let's check her out. See what's going on for great grandma. Your timestamp is going to be 52 minutes. Jennifer, I got you. Thanks, Jen. You are next after Casey here. All right. For Casey Joe, Casey Joe, Casey Joe. Spirit, we're getting in contact with Casey Joe's great grandmother. I'll be on until 2 p.m. Eastern time. So whatever that is, about 2 more hours I'll be on for. Spirit, what is Casey Joe's grandma, great grandma, great grandma, great grandma? Hi, Kathy. I feel like I've connected with her before. Let me know if that's accurate, because she feels familiar to me. She makes me feel like she might have been a plumper woman. She makes me feel like she was really funny, because she's like, it's just more to love. So I think she was really humorous. I think she had a good sense of humor. She makes me feel like she's just full of laughs and full of life, to be honest. I know she's passed, but like when she was here, she makes me feel like she really lived life, like to the fullest, had such fun. She does feel active to me. Just a little plumper. Let me know if that makes sense there, Casey Joe. I don't know why I said Joe like that. It's Casey Joe. Let me know if that makes sense for your great grandma here. She's showing me an automatic scooter too, like one of those power scooters there. So I don't know if she used anything like that, but she is showing me that. No, that was your grandma. Okay, we're trying to get great grandma. Sorry, grandma. We're pausing it. We're trying to get great grandma here. Hello, grandma. I want your mom. She's like, everyone wants my mom. Great grandma, come forward, please, for Casey Joe, Casey Joe, Casey Joe. She gives me a lot of planting vibes. Like she had a garden, or she really like made sure she was making sure her garden was taken care of, or she liked flower gardens. But she's showing me a lot of like earth, like a garden, like bed, not with anything really in it, but just like getting a garden bed together. So I think she had a green thumb. I think she liked to plant things. Hi, Chrissy. Let me know if that makes sense. And you can just say yes or no to everything I'm saying if you want to. You don't have to wait for the prompt if you could just let me know yes or no, or I don't know. She makes me feel like, honestly, she makes me feel a little bit of the opposite of your grandma. where she's a little bit more, she's active too, but she makes me feel like she's not as loud or boisterous. She does take up space, but she is very much like in her lane and stays in her lane. Would that make sense there? Because it just feels like she's like, I know what my role is, and this is my role, and this is where I stay. But she also just feels so loving and so inviting, like big heart. I feel like she gave a lot to like Toys for Tots, or maybe even Goodfellows. If you guys know what Goodfellows are, it's all Christmas oriented. But I really feel like she gave a lot to like food drives and things like that. Like if she could, she would give to these like organizations in those ways, like giving a toy for a tot, maybe adopting a family type of thing. I don't know if she adopted a family. I don't think she did that. Actually, that didn't feel right. But like really like giving. Yes, so loving. Like you just feel like she had a big heart. And I feel like kids were like the thing she cared most about, was like making sure kids had what they needed and making sure, especially with Christmas time, it really is coming through very strongly. So I don't know if Christmas time is her favorite time of year, and she loved Christmas or something like that, because there's big Christmas fans out here. There really are. But she makes me feel like Christmas was really a time for her that she really gave a lot. Let me know if that made sense. I feel like she spoiled you guys rotten too. I feel like she spoiled you guys rotten in the best ways possible. Where she might have had a lot of toys for you guys, or a lot of presents for you guys. Maybe she took you to McDonald's a lot, got Happy Meals a lot, where you had little toys in there. Because she's showing me Happy Meals as well, which is the first time Happy Meals have ever come in. Oh, big burp. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit makes me burp, for those of you who don't know. Janeta, yes, it's a $15 donation to get on the list. Gosh, I just feel like your grandma was somebody like people looked up to. I feel like she quietly inspired people, because again, I don't feel she was like, I'm here. She's like, hey, how are you? That type of like quieter energy, but still here, still present, still doing things. But I feel like just like this quiet role model energy that she has, that is just, it just feels so good to know like I could be a role model in a way that is not like, look at me, but just like by actions, being actionable. She said yes. I feel like in that way, you're like her. I feel like you're a little louder than her. I think you're kind of a mix between your grandma and your great grandma, where you have a little bit of loudness to you, but you also like stay in your lane as well. And you make sure that you are invited places and you're wanted places. And then you're really able to be recognized in a really good way. It's very projector energy. I don't know if you know your human design, Casey Joe, if you're a projector or not, but it's very projector energy. Thank you for the heart, me, Janetta. Oh my gosh, that's not how you say your name. I'm going to say your name, Janetta. Thank you so much for the heart, me. But Casey Joy, I feel like you really honor her when you embody that, like that quiet role model, like knowing when you're invited, when you're not invited, like staying in your lane, essentially. But also, I just feel like you're a little bit of also gonna like bust through walls. Like, I'm here. Like I said, a mix between your grandma and your great grandma. But Casey Joe, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation. Let me know if that all resonated. And again, I'm sorry for your loss. I hope it gave you clarity or comfort in some way. And you're very, very welcome. Hopefully that all resonated and made sense for you. All right. Hey girl, do you help with speaking to, well, yeah, I do guide readings. Absolutely. I've done a lot of guide readings, and you can also screen record. And also I'm recording on, guys, let's learn sign language. This is the letter Y and this is the letter T. So I do readings, also like recording them. This live right now is being recorded on Melody. I think your name is great. I love your name. Oh, you don't meet a Melody very often. I mean, we're out here, but we're not very common. How to donate? That is a great question. Let me pull out my giant thing for you. Hold on. This is how you send in your donation. right through here. You're going to find this in here. And then you can use any of these. But you're going to send in a $15 donation here first, to there, to here. I have this big giant board. I'm going to get a smaller board because this is obnoxious. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. All right. Why? Don't fall. Why are you falling? This is pulling my hair out. She's amazing. I swear to it. Thank you, Jen. You're next right now, actually, Jen. What type of reading are we doing for you? Nicole, thank you for following. Same as always. I don't know what that means. I know we did. Oh, yes, I do know what it means. What am I talking about? You want to get in contact with Scott. I know exactly what you meant. I'm sorry. Just went over my head for a minute. All right, we'll get in contact with Scott here for you. Amanda, thank you so much. I got you. Thank you, Amanda. Yes, please. All right, let's check it out. I immediately get your pug. Like on that first breath, immediately your pug's here. Your timestamp's 1 hour and 2 minutes. Spirit, we're getting, this is for our friend Jen. Spirit, excuse me. What is Jen? We are getting in contact with Scott for Jen. Scott for Jen. Scott is being so funny here today, Jen. He is playing with your pug because your pug came in immediately. I don't think they've been separated since they found each other. I think they've been together the whole time. But the way he is laying on the ground is so little kid-like, like belly on the ground, legs up. You know what I mean? With your knees being bent, like your legs like this and your belly's like that. Like that's what he's showing me right now. It's a very fun. It's very like, honestly, it feels comfortable in a way. Whenever I do that, though, I always get the woo, 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 woo in my ears. I don't know if that's a medical issue or not, but that's what happens when I do that. But he just feels like he's playing with the dog like that. Hi, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. I love that, says Jen. I really feel like he's getting more and more comfortable in the spiritual realm. I feel like he's learning a lot in the spiritual realm as well. But he's starting to really learn how to interact with the 3D. He's getting a lot of like crash courses and lessons, and I think he's trying some things. And I think he's been succeeding in some things here. I know when we talked last, I was talking about a leather jacket, I believe, with you. Now he's actually showing me a cotton, like, crew neck. It's not a hoodie. It's a crew neck that I think you have. I think his mom might have that leather jacket. I think that's what he's indicating with that. And I might have said that during the private reading as well. I don't remember, but I'm seeing he's showing it to me as maroon. I don't get colors right all the time. So let me know if that's accurate here. Like a maroon crew neck here that looks like it was his, that he might have worn all the time, that I feel like you do have. And I feel like you wear it too, but I specifically like holding on to it though. I get a lot of like holding it energy. There's something here with confidence about like, Christina, I got you. Thank you so much. I got you, Christina. There's confidence here about like finding out like what had happened to him because he died in a mysterious way. This is something that we've uncovered in other readings just for people watching. We've uncovered that in other readings because we've had a couple private readings. But this just feels like I don't know if you're going to take them to court or like find out who did it, but it feels like I'm confident about like the justice system coming through and working out. She said yes. So I feel good about that. I feel good about like knowing who did this to me, who put me in the back of that car, who like how I passed away, how they hurt me. But he doesn't. We were all talking about it with his family. No, he was there in that conversation as well, because the way I feel confident about like, you guys know who did it. You guys know who did this to me. I don't know if you're taking them to court or not, or you're taking legal actions against them, as you should. But I just feel confident that we have the right person. That's the thing. We were thinking about it. If it does have to do with the popos, be very cautious, be very careful. If it's not in the same city, probably better. If you can move out of the city that you're getting, I would, but I would just be very cautious if it's them. I'm not sure what's going through, but I know it's something we had talked about potentially in the last reading. So, but I just feel good about it. I feel really good about it. I think you guys are onto something. But like, he really doesn't want you guys to worry. His sisters and brother miss him. He was just about to say, like, don't worry about him. Like, he's like, he doesn't, hold on. Let me rephrase that. You're allowed to worry about anyone you want to worry about. But my whole thing is what I'm trying to say is like, he's okay. He doesn't want you guys to worry about him. He's totally fine. He's actually like he feels lighter. He feels at ease here. He feels like literally at home here. But it does feel like he's with everybody. Again, I do feel like you're the primary, but I feel like he is with his mom, his siblings, his cousins even feel like they miss him, aunts and uncles. Like he feels very like playing with the pug a lot. Like I don't maybe like distracting myself from how many people are like asking for him. But he is very much there with everybody, but sometimes I think he's taking the pug with him everywhere, to be honest with you. I think he's like holding it and taking it everywhere. But I do hope that helps. I hope that gives you some clarity or some comfort. Again, I'm so sorry for the loss of Scott, but I think you guys are on the right track with figuring out who did this to him. Because I feel really confident about it. So I think you guys are on the right track here. But he's like, everyone's calling me and now I'm going to shut down and just play with the puppy. You're very welcome, Jen. No problem. I got you, darling. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for getting another reading here today. And I do hope it helps, my love. All right, the next person we have on the list is Amanda. After Amanda is Christina. After Christina, we don't have anyone else. Linktree link, you know where to find it. Check it out by pressing here and by pressing here. Amanda is a subscriber. They're going to get 6 minutes. I am unable to hear or feel my guides. I would like to know who they are and where I come from. So your guides, just full disclosure, when we do guide readings, they are not your ancestors. Your guides are complete. Thank you for the confirmation there, Spirit. They're completely different entities from ancestors. Sharon, thank you for the share. What your ancestors are is your lineage. That's your line, where you come from. Your guides are literally different entities. Like I have a Valkyrie. I also have a wolf. Those are the only 2 guides that I'm really familiar with and really work with the most. I know somebody who's had like a samurai and they weren't from Japan. I think they're from Japan. If I'm mistaken that, I'm sorry. I grew up in the American school system. So yes, that is what I'm referring to. So you're referring to the guides, your actual guides, right? Because your guides and your line are 2 different things. And where you come from are 2 different things. So I just want to make sure. So you just want to know who your guides are, their names, things like that. Who are they? And if you know who I was, alien possibly. Oh, I'm alien. If you're Aquarian and if you have an Aquarian stellium, you're Aquarian sun, moon, or rising, girly, you alien as fuck. So just know all Aquarians, we aliens. Okay. Stan it. All right, let's see what's going on. But it, like the and if you know who I was, that makes me feel like past life. I don't do past lives. Geminis are the twins. Hey girl, hey, how are you? I know who you are. I can't think of your name right now though, but thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. Aquarius, gang gang. But let's see what's going on here. So I don't do past lives, but I am going to reach into your guides and tell you who they are, who they come forward, things like that. So usually I usually will get an animal guide, and then tends to be a person or a humanoid person guide that usually comes through, but we'll see what comes through for you. But don't be surprised if you get an animal as long as one of your guides as well. Hi, Penny. Your timestamp is 1 hour, 11 minutes, 111. Manifestations coming true. And this is for our friend Amanda. Spirit, we're asking you to get in contact with Amanda Spirit Guides. I love Spirit Guides. Spirit Guides. Hi, two dogs, one cat. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well too. Very interesting. I've never had this happen. I have a hamster here. I don't know if hamsters is something you gravitated towards. Maybe you really liked them as a kid. Maybe you had them as a kid. But I get a lot of, I get this hamster. She goes, ah! And this hamster to me is just like, when I think about this hamster, it feels like almost like ADHD, like over here and over here and over here. But it's very present in the now. So whatever it's looking at is the current situation. And then when it moves over to something else, that's the current situation. Like it lets the past go very easily. So don't hold on to your past. Learn from your past, move on from your past, even though time is all sorts of everywhere all the time. But I do have a hamster here. I hear Larry for his name, Larry the hamster. But I really like this because this is like the energy of, I don't care how small I am. I don't care my stature. I am going to conquer everything. I'm going to climb up that couch. I'm going to climb up that rock. I'm going to hide myself when I need to hide myself. It just feels very savvy, very smart, honestly. Like very much like full instincts, like just like going forth with instinctual information, intuitive as well, because your instinct and your intuition, they work hand in hand, my friends. They work hand in hand. So we have Larry the hamster here, which I adore. He's orange with white spots on him. Very cute. Very cute. We love him. So sorry. It just makes me laugh because they said, don't get yourself stuck in a ball. Even though the ball does bring a little bit more freedom to hamsters because they can basically free roam, but it's not the same as like actually free roaming. So don't get yourself stuck in a ball. What's their message for you? So if you feel stuck at all, you feel like you're in a bubble, you feel like things are really tough or rough, get yourself out of that situation. All right, let's talk to another guide here. Who else is here? Ooh. I feel like you have a Valkyrie too. It's either a Valkyrie or an angel. No, angels look different. Angels are scary, honestly. This is a Valkyrie. This is a Valkyrie. Valkyries are in Norse mythology. They are also, I believe, in Celtic mythology as well. They are protectors. Your Valkyrie is a woman. I think most Valkyries are women, if I'm not mistaken. But I might be mistaken on that. But she is a woman here. She makes me feel like her name's Grace. Like she has a lot of grace. I feel like do you do readings outside of lives? Yes, it's check out my website. You know how to get there. Same ways I've been telling you. But there's this beauty with her that she's like, mine is gold, but yours is silver. Like she's beautiful silver, like she's glowing. She's like, she almost has like this candy coating on her. You know how cars have like this candy coating? She has like a candy coating to her where she's very brilliant and vibrant and just silver everywhere. Like her facial structures, just beautiful. She's not afraid of a fight. She's not afraid of a battle. She might be a little feral. So if you ever feel like feralness in you, know it's coming from that guy. Like she's going to be somebody who stands up for the little guy. She's somebody who's not afraid of confrontation. So if you ever feel like you need to confront somebody or your mouth just shoots out without your brain knowing, because girl, I walked in front of a GUN last year. So yeah, I have that issue with my Valkyrie too, where I'm feral. I'm like, no, and I just walk in front of something that's super dangerous. Thanks for keeping me alive and safe, spirit guides. I love you. But it just feels like the same kind of thing where you're like, it doesn't matter. Like you might react before you think. And that makes me feel like it's very Valkyrie-like. Like that's coming from that guide, from Grace. I feel like I want to say her name differently than Grace, like Gracia, like a Gracia, something like that, Gracia. Our Valkyries are getting along super well. I feel like they know each other. Oh, that's so funny. So I don't know how connected Valkyries are to each other, but it does feel like when you meet another Valkyrie, like you're just gonna like gravitate towards this person, you're gonna vibe towards this person, you're gonna be like, this is the person I really like or really get with. So just know whenever your Valkyrie encounters other Valkyries, you're gonna feel it in your body. Like this is the person we vibe with. This is the person we like. Person I want to be friends with or have a relationship with or whatever it is that you want to be doing. She just wants you to use your voice more. That's how she feels to me. Like use your voice, stand up for the little guy, make posts, say it out loud, confront your family if they're like having troubles, like if they're Trumpers or something, right? But like using your voice for standing up for the little guy really comes through very strongly here. So I do hope that made sense there, Amanda. I hope that gave you clarity or insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a subscriber. I really, really appreciate you so much. And I do hope that gave you some clarity or insight about your guides. All right, we are moving on here to Christina. Christina, thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation. If you're interested in a reading for 5 minutes, go ahead and send in a $15 donation by pressing here and then pressing my picture for a second time. You're going to look at that profile. You're going to know exactly what to do because you savvy internet people, you know how to work the profile, so you know how to work it. Christy is here. What type of reading are we doing for you, Christy? Denalise. I hope you're still here, Denalise. Thank you for being here. I waved to you early, but I couldn't say your name right in my brain, so I couldn't just say it. But I hope you're still here, Denalise. All right, but Chrissy is here. Chrissy, would you rather me call you Chrissy? You want to do a general reading then? We can do a general, see whatever spirit wants you to know. Unless you want to do mediumship. Mediumship's different. So you'll have to tell me, okay, we're going to do Chrissy's general reading. Okay, perfect. Because with mediumship, I do direct connection. So you do need to tell me who we're getting in contact with, their relationship to you, preferably. If they don't have a traditional relationship, it would be their first name only. Yeah, I do pets. I do animal communication, alive pets and passed away pets. I do all pets. No, my website's on my profile. So what you're going to do is you're going to click onto here, which is the picture. So you're going to click my picture in the corner here. You're going to click my picture again. This guy has this. It's the first link. All right, so you're going to find it here. You're going to click here. You're going to click here. First link. Stop my hair out. I'm already having shedding problems. Leave me alone, stickers. Sorry, these stickers are literally pulling my hair out. Oh, I have an eraser here. That looks good. Okay. Okay, I can do pet mediumship. Alrighty, perfect. Trying to figure out how to make a payment and schedule a reading. So are you on my website? Because all you have to do is the first link is going to take you to the site, and the site is where you schedule. So it's going to tell you the pricing right from that first page there. You're going to click on what it is that you're looking for. If you're looking for mediumship, that's connection with somebody who's passed away, or your spirit guides, that is mediumship. Psychic readings I don't do cards during the private readings, but I do channel messages and get you psychic messages. If I feel blocked, I'll use the cards, and then I do spiritual counseling, which is me coaching you on how to do this yourself. So check it out there. And if comes a time where you're like, I can't do any of these times, you can message me from my site, or you can message me here on TikTok, and we can figure out a time and a date that's going to work best for you and for me as well. And then we'll schedule your reading right from there. I'll send you a Zoom link as soon as you send in payment. If you do it through the website, it's automatically going to send you the Zoom link. But if we do it privately, I'm going to give you the Linktree link, and then you're going to send in your payment, and then I'm going to give you a Zoom link. Payment has to be first before the Zoom link. Yaneli, thanks for sharing the live. All right, so what's your pet's name that we're getting in contact with? Which pet? Because I feel like you have a couple of different pets up there. Like family pets, family dogs, cats, things like that. So what's their name? My dog's Scrappy. Okay, let's see. Scrappy Doo. 2 dogs, 1 cat. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the likes as well. All right, your time saves 1 hour, 22 minutes, and we're trying to get in contact with Chrissy, with Scrappy. I feel like Scrappy is a smaller dog. I don't know if it's a Chihuahua. It's giving me Chihuahua vibes. Could be a Min Pin or a mini type of dog. But Scrappy to me feels like a small dog. Let me know if that makes sense for Scrappy by saying yes or no. But when I think about Scrappy makes me feel sassy. Like it's a Rottweiler. Interesting. Hold on, let me do some more breaths here. Don't give me too much information, though. No, yes or no's are all I'm looking for. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, just yeses and no's. Okay, don't give me too much information. But he might give small dog vibes, though, because he might have been a lap dog, trying to be a lap dog. Hi, Lynette. It's a $15 donation. Check out my profile to go further to send in that donation. And I thank you for the follow. Yeah, I still get sassy vibes from him, like a sassy dog. Maybe he whooped at you a lot, or pushed you around a lot with his head, because Rottweilers traditionally have a big ass head, big ass heads, and I love a Rottie. Rotties are love a Rottie. But he just gives me small dog vibes. Like he probably was a lap dog or tried to sit in your lap. If you were sitting on the ground, he'd be like, this is a perfect spot to sit. Thanks so much, Jocelyn. Thank you for the heart me. He also makes me feel like he was a couch potato. Like I just see him on the couch spread out and just doing this to you. Like, I don't want to move. I don't want to move. No, I don't want to move. Let me know if that makes sense for him. But I feel like he was just funny to me. He makes me feel funny, sassy, loving. he makes me feel like he had an actual tail. I don't know if your Roddy had an actual tail or not, but like he's showing me like this really beautiful tail that Roddies don't typically have. I don't see 15. I see months. I don't know what you're talking about, Lynette. He did. He was mixed. Click here, click there, click on the link tree. The link trees shouldn't give you months. It should give you links to different sites. I don't know why you're seeing months. Unless you're on my website trying to schedule from there, then make sure you do the TikTok live option if you're trying to do that. But I'm a little confused on that. If you can elaborate a little bit. But Chrissy, we did pause it. We did pause it for that. There's something here with bacon. I don't know if he liked like the bacon strips from like the snacks or if he loved bacon. Maybe you were making breakfast, you make bacon, and he'd be like, he was looking up at you like, are you going to give me that? I want that. Are you going to give me that bacon? I want that bacon. But I feel like he was very like, I feel like he's a big beggar. He begged all the time. He's like, what do you got? What do you got? Is it for me? Can I have? Can I have? Just very much like, so doesn't know about personal space. So like, I feel like when he begged, like he would just like be right here and he'd be like, but I'm here. Go away, but I'm here. I just feel like he really loved his family. He doesn't show me like loving outside super a lot. Like I think he liked outside. I think he liked running around, but he's not like an outside dog. He doesn't make me feel like he really liked like to be out there for long periods of time. I feel like he was like an in and out dog. And let me know if this makes sense. You can just you don't need to be prompted. Just say yes, this makes sense, or yes, yes, no, no, whatever it is. I don't know. You know, whatever the answer is. Just don't give me more than yes or no's. But he just makes me feel like he was just like such a good family dog. Like he loved his family. I feel like he was a big baby, but also like would scare people because maybe I feel like I know he has small dog vibes, but like when I think about Rotties and mixes, like still have the broad chest, the big head, and just like barking at people could scare people. Like just his presence was probably intimidating to people. Whereas he really was just a big baby, like a big old baby. I think he really loved mom. He makes me feel like mom was, I don't know if you were mom, he was aggressive like to other people, but like a baby to you, because he's giving me baby vibes like to like his family. Like he loved his family, but like it was like very intimidating, very barky, but like was not that way towards the family. Strangers. Okay, that's what I'm reading into. I feel like he was very intimidating. But he doesn't make me feel like he was super aggressive to strangers in the house. Like if you introduced them or you brought them in, he doesn't feel super duper aggressive to them. He just feels like, who are you? Why are you here? Like type of thing, like a little bit more standoffish. I don't know if he had to put him away when strangers were in the house or not, but like he just makes me feel like distrust, like you needed to earn his trust. Something here with a squeaker toy as well. Like I don't know if he had a favorite toy that was a squeaker toy. He's showing me like an alligator toy. But just know like he had a great life. Like I feel like he really did love his time with you guys. I feel like he died kind of young, maybe around 8. Not super young. Like dogs can live up to 15, but bigger breeds, especially like Rotties, tend to pass away a little bit early. They had him sitting down. They couldn't walk in on him. Yeah, he's probably okay. That makes sense. But I do feel like this dog really loved being in your house, really loved the family itself. And I feel like you gave him a really good life, but he makes me feel like he passed away probably around like somewhere around 8, 9, something like that, maybe even 7. But Christina, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for submitting your donation. I really, really appreciate it. Nat, thank you for the roses and for the tiny diny. Thank you, thank you, thank you. roar for the tiny dinies. Tiny dinies get tiny roars. I'm just seeing if I missed anything. It doesn't look like I did, but just in case, I want to take a gander. Okay, so it looks like I have gotten everybody. I'm going to quickly run to the bathroom here, take a moment, not a super long moment, like 90 seconds. But guys, if you're interested in the reading, go ahead and send in your $15 donation to get a reading here, and I'll be right back. All right. Hi, Noah. Sent to live Venmo, he says. And I got it. Oh, we want to do love with Carla. Thank you, Noah. Let me know if it's love with Carla, because that's what the vibe is. Like a wild Pokemon. You're so funny. I love that so much, like a wild Pokemon. All right, Noah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We are going to get a psychic reading underway about love with Carla. Sorry, I got water. I didn't dry my hands off real nice. Of course. All right. Here we go. Spirit, this is for our friend Noah. Noah, your timestamp is going to be 1 hour and 33 minutes. Sí, me gusta. All right. Spirit, what does Noah need to know for Noah? What does Noah need to know about love with Carla? I love that she appeared like a wild Pokemon. Spirit, what does Noah need to know about love with Carla? Spirit, what does Noah need to know about love with Carla? Like, when I think about Carla's energy towards you, of course, I'm tapping into your energy, not Carla's, because I don't have her consent. But like, when I think about her energy with you, it just feels like I am hooked. I am intrigued. Like, tell me more. Tell me more about you. Like, I want to know more. Like, I just feel really intrigued with this person. I really want to get to know this person. Like, I have I have an interest. Like, I have a big interest. But it's not like I just want you to want you. It's like, I want to know about you. I want to know you. Like, I want to know everything. She's huggable. You're so cute. Like, it's just like, I want to learn about her. It's not like I want her. I want to learn about you. I want to know about your soul. I want to know about your practices. I want to know what you do. I just want to get the info. Like, that's how they feel. Victory! We're going to see what the other cards have to say. But we do have the card of victory here, the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is saying that you're moving forward victoriously. People could be supporting this. There could be other people, either your friends, her friends, both are supporting this, saying like, this is really cool. Like, I really think I like Noah for you, or I like Carla for you, Noah. Like, I really feel like people are going to be in support of this. Let's see what's going on here. Ooh. Very interesting. Not the cards I was thinking we were going to get with the card of victory at the bottom. Hi, Meg. We have Justice. We have the Four of Cups, which is the over it card. You can see it on the sign language, YT. Her shirt says the words over it. You can't read it on TikTok, but her shirt says over it. Thank you, Majik, for the heart me. We have the Tower and we have the Heartbreak card, which is very interesting because then we have the Queen of Pentacles to go with it. But this is very much like this energy of like trying to even some things out because she's relationships. It's pronounced magic. I'll accept Majik. Thanks, magic. And I thank for the heart me, Meg. But Justice is Libra. Libra is the natural ruler of the 7th house of relationships. Somebody is not ready. Somebody's not ready. I do want to pull more cards on it though. It's very interesting cards. The Four of Cups, again, the over it card, more of the same. I don't feel like she's more of the same though. Like to me, she feels very intriguing. She feels very different. She doesn't feel more of the same. So I'm reading this in the opposite position, where it's like, I'm accepting this because it's not the same. It's something I do want. It's something I am intrigued about. Like I'm going to accept the offering that's in front of me. But when I think about the Tower though, the Tower is very much like, weirdly enough, I get light bulb moment from this. Like, I understand a little bit more. Like, I feel like this person's going to help you, like, rebuild your foundation. That's how it kind of feels to me. But it's sudden change and sudden upheaval. And with the Heartbreak card next to it, it makes me feel like, yeah, she's like a light bulb moment, but I feel like she's just like lightning. She's here one moment and gone the next. So I wouldn't be surprised if she does end up like skedaddling in some way. Because there's a moment here where you're going to need to take to like recognize what it is that you're really looking for. I really hope I'm wrong on this. I'm so sorry. Hi, Kim. I really hope that I'm not right on this, but it does feel like she's here one moment, gone the next. And I feel like it's going to leave your head spinning to the point of like, what happened? What happened? Like, I thought like this was going to work out. Like, I really liked her a lot. Like, I really thought this was something we were going to go together, but there's going to be a break here, a heartbreak and a break. But that's going to get you back into like, not that you ever strayed away from meditation. I don't think you have, but the cards are indicating like, this isn't really savory. I think I'm prepared for scenarios like this. Okay, interesting. I hope so, because you also have the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So I do feel like this is somebody you do need to encounter so that you understand like what it is that you're really looking for when it comes to things like this. Like, I don't want somebody who's going to ghost. And I wouldn't be surprised if she does go ghost, honestly. I'm so sorry. But the Queen of Pentacles is here. You're going to be resilient with it. She's resilient. She's probably the most resilient queen because she's the earth. Earth always comes back, right? Think about an abandoned house and a vine growing up the side of it. The earth will overtake. And then we have the Nine of Cups, which is your wishes, your dreams, your manifestations, all coming to fruition. So I do think this is a stepping stone into what it is you're actually looking for and what is actually meant for you. Take it in stride and enjoy it while it's here. But I wouldn't be surprised if just one day she just kind of like, poof, where'd she go? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I don't think it's anything you really did. Noah, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. There's a new beginning in store for you as well. This is the next card. There's going to be a whole new beginning, passion, desire, like manifestation, psychic abilities, things like that. I laughed because I saw Meg's comment. It was filtered, but I could unfilter it. Said, boyfriend said that was the best money I ever spent. He said, wow, you sure you don't know her? No, we never met. I did. Not worried at all. Thank you. Very welcome. You're very welcome, Noah. I think there's someone better out there for you. But don't be surprised if she goes ghost. I hate to say it. And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. I need somebody and always. This sick, strange darkness. Catching feet and eating their insides. Like indecision to call you all. I can keep going because the song's just so good. But either way, I'm going to stop. We are waiting on our next donation to come through, though, guys. If you are interested in a reading and hear your voice of treason. Yes, absolutely. Good song. But yes, $15 donation. If anyone's interested in getting a donation in, you're going to click on my picture. Bloop. You're going to click on my picture again. Bloop. Then you're going to find my bio, right? We're going to find that. And then we're going to use this. And then we're going to choose out of these. This is the first in here, okay? The first link in here. This is the third link and the fourth link, okay? So if you guys are interested in a reading, that's how you do it. $15 donation right through there. All right. So Kimberly says, should I talk to my grandma even though I don't really know her, but I want to ask her about her native past? The meanest man I know. Sorry, that's his favorite song. Oh no. Meg says make the donation, y'all. But back to Kim here. We can, but you might not know. Oh, thank you, Meg says it's so worth it. The only thing is I do evidential mediumship, and I'm not going to disencourage you. I want to encourage you to get that donation in to get your reading. But if you don't know a lot about your grandma, she's going to give me evidence and you may not be able to verify the evidence. As long as you're okay with that, hopefully she'll give us stuff that you do know, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're like, this is me. And then you'll be like, I didn't know her, so I don't know. You can absolutely still do it and we can try to get the information, but because I'm evidential, just know that you may not know some of the things that get brought up. And if you're okay with that, then I'm okay with that, then yeah, absolutely. Then absolutely. And guys, don't forget, if there is, if you are wanting a private reading and there is not a slot available for your time frame, or you're hoping for a different day, let me know in a DM, or you can message me straight from my website and we can figure out a date and time that works for the both of us to make an appointment for you. I know her as a child and her personality. Everyone says I'm her twin, so I will take the chance. Wonderful. Sounds great. As soon as that donation comes through, get you on the list and we'll get that reading to you. What's your private donation? Private. Did I say private donation? Because I misspoke if I said that. Private readings is what I meant to say. I don't know why my brain said the wrong thing, but it would be a private reading. Yeah. So you can do a private reading. I do half-hour readings. I do hour readings. Those ones you're going to see the price on them, and you're going to pay before you get the reading. You'll get your Linktree link. Nope, you'll get a Zoom. You'll get a Zoom link, and then we just meet on Zoom. But if you're trying to do like an outside, like I can't do any time that you have available. Can you do Saturday or Sunday? And I can be like, yeah, I have that time free, or I don't have this day free, but I have that day free, whatever we decide on. Then you're going to donate to the Linktree link again. But it's going to be the price in which you are getting your private reading. So if you're doing like a mediumship reading, that's $75 for a half hour. It is $150 for an hour. Why am I misspeaking so badly? Kimberly, I got you, my love. And then you would just send that in through Venmo, PayPal, come back, and then I give you the Zoom link, and then we just meet on that day. Hopefully that answered your question. I'm hoping that answered it. Thank you for the TikTok there, Meg. And then Kimberly, let me know when you get back in the room, and we'll get in contact with your, I think your great grandma, I think you said, or was it your grandma? Just your grandma. Okay, your grandma. Do you need her name or anything? Or I shut up and wait? I get too excited. You're so funny. I don't need any information. She knows who she is. I just need the relationship. And you already told me that, Grandma. And then we will see what she wants you to know about your narrative heritage. And guys, I know I said you can message me here on TikTok. Just full disclosure before I start Kimberly's reading, because I want to keep you guys safe. I will never message you first. Ever, 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 ever. I will never message you first. I will respond to your messages because you messaged me, and so you went to my site and you got me, or my profile and got me. But for your safety, I will never message you guys first, because there's scammers out there going, I just crossed your profile and you look like you could use a reading here. Is there something going on with love for you? I can figure that out. That's a scam. That's a scam. Delete, 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 block, 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 report, report, report. Because there's many scammers out there. So keep you guys safe. No reputable reader will ever reach out to you guys first, okay? All right, I just needed to clarify that, just in case somebody's like, oh, Melody messaged me so weird. I didn't do it. I did it. I'll reply to you, but I will not message you first. All right, your timestamp is 1 hour and 47 minutes. Just taking longer, clearing breaths here. All right, so it's actually 1 hour, 46 minutes, 30 seconds, because we're ready. For Kimberly, Spirit, we're getting in contact with Kimberly's grandma. Kimberly's grandma. Kimberly's grandma. Now, Kim, your grandma makes me feel like she was somebody who was ready for anything. Like she was ready to go. She makes me feel like she was very organized and very prepared for any scenario. She's like, you scratched your knee, got you. You need just anything. Like I feel like she was prepared and organized. That's what comes through. I'm not going to give a lot of examples because we don't have a lot of time. When I think about the heritage, Shanita, and I don't know. I got you though. I got you. You're next here, but I don't. When I try to think about the heritage, I'm not really getting too much about Native heritage. Unfortunately, almost feels like there might be, if there's Native blood in you, it may be a small percentage. But I get a lot more like European heritage for you. Let me know if that makes sense, because like I'm getting a lot more like European heritage, where you might be a lot more European than Native. My dad is only 20%. Okay, so it's very small percentage. So if he's 20%, you're probably like, I don't know, like 1/16 or something. Yes, I just got you. I got your donation, my love. Thank you so much. You're going to be next here. Have you done an ancestry test or I wouldn't really recommend 23andMe, but have you done anything like that? Because I feel like you have not, and I feel like I really want you to do that. Like, I really want you to do an ancestry test. I'm actually like 30%. Oh, interesting. Okay. Because there's something here with like really diving in to the ancestry, and like not just like one side, but the whole thing, which is also what you're trying to do. You're just trying to focus on the Native. And I think this is true for everything. So I do think you have pagan blood in you as well. So like when I think about European blood, it does bring me to pagan ancestry. And natives and pagans have the same thing in common. They're for the earth. They're here for the earth. They listen to the earth. They respect the earth. They understand the cycles that they have to go through, that the earth goes through, that it's necessary cycles, and just really leaning into nature, leaning into going outside, being part of nature, taking your socks and shoes off, putting them in the dirt, putting them in the grass. It just feels like that is like the deep connection of your heritage, period. Not one or the other, just the whole kit and caboodle. Okay. Because I feel like your pagan side really wants to shine more than the native side for some reason. And it's probably because you have more of that in you. But also, like, there's a part of me that wants to learn to dance. And I'm not talking about like the tango or the waltz, or I'm talking about like native dances, like going to like powwow type dances, like that type of thing where you're getting somebody beating a drum and you're like dancing and you're going in a circle and spinning around and like stomping your feet and like that type of thing. That type of dance, I should say, not thing, dance. It just feels very powerful to me. And it feels like that is a way to connect into my ancestry more, is by doing dances. Yes, I love the dance, and that's how I dance with my dad. It's Mexican culture. Okay. It's just very much like that energy. Like I want you to bring it to all of it. Your pagan side, your Mexican side, your native side, because I assume Native American, it could be Native Mexican as well. But my bias went to Native American because I'm American. But it's very much like that is your connection. That is what brings like power into you from the earth. Like when you are dancing and you're stomping and you're spinning and you're just like getting really in touch with the earth. Like I just feel like every step, every stomp, every spin is energy the earth is bringing up to you and you're putting down into it. It feels very much like an energetic exchange that you give the earth and the earth gives you with this dancing. I really, really love the dancing most. Like the dancing to me, it is everything. Feel the vibes. Next time that you're doing this with your dad, or if you're in a powwow, or if you're in whatever it is that you're doing, I really, really, really want you to start to feel vibrations and feel energy and invite them in. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Because that is how you're going to connect. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we can stop now. Thank you, Spirit. It hurts. But that's how I really feel like you're going to strongly connect with. Can I get words out, please? Thank you. Sorry, just keep burping. Burpings are confirmation. Spirit makes me burp. It just like that is the main way that you are going to be in connection with your ancestry, with yourself, and really feel at one with the earth. Really through dance. I love it. Definitely also honor the earth. Like if you want to grow things, if you want to go out in nature, take hikes, take walks, honor nature, because that to me feels like dancing and honoring nature is like 70% of what you should be doing to connect to your ancestry, to connect to your native side. But I hope that helps there, Kimberly. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it so much. And I hope that made sense there. Thank you so much. Okay, I like it. I like the part about the European pagan part. It just feels like very strongly connected to the European pagans. I don't know if you're Celtic. I don't know if you are Welsh or Irish. Celtic and Irish are a little bit, they're the same but different. Scottish. What else is European? Paris, Perusians? That's not them, is that? I don't know. Anywhere from Europe, Spaniard and Scottish mostly. Okay. That's because I was just about to say Spain, because Spain is part of Europe as well. But it just feels very European pagan. So definitely getting that connection, especially Scottish heritage. I have a little bit of Scottish. I have a little bit of Irish, more Irish than Scottish, but that is very magical area up there in that region, like the Irish and Scottish region. Very, very, very spiritual, very much the lore of like fairies and magical creatures and unicorns. Fun fact, the unicorn is the national animal in Scotland, which is really fun. Billy Ray, it's a $15 donation. I can see what you need to know about love with your wife or your relationship with your wife. If you're interested in that, it's a $15 donation. But yeah, I would, oh my God, just let your imagination fly when it comes to working with your Scottish ancestry, because there is so many magical creatures there. There's magical creatures everywhere, but like Scotland and Ireland have like so many. Wow, I've also been doing egg cleanses, and I saw Scottish people do it as well. I thought it was only Mexican. There's so many like crossover things that we don't even realize is done almost everywhere, but it might be done differently or like tweaked in a different way. But they all get the same messages from the same thing. If you're for the earth, if you're living for the earth and you're connected to the earth, and Shanita, we're going to do your reading right now. I didn't forget you. But just know like the earth is giving them that information. So the earth is saying, hey, use this egg to cleanse, but you're going to do it in this certain way and you're going to do it in this certain way. And that's the cultural part of it. So like the earth is saying egg cleanse, and the culture is saying we do the egg cleanse like this over here, and we do the egg cleanse like this over here. And it's all connected. We're all connected. Like everybody on this planet's connected, because we're all connected through the earth, through the vibrations, through the roots. All right, Sharnita, we got you, my love. Thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it. What type of reading are we doing? Would you be able to read an egg cleanse I've already done, or that wouldn't work? I don't actually read egg cleanses, so I don't know if I'd be any help. My friend, though, the Kitchen Bruja, she is phenomenal. Her name is Monique. I didn't forget your name, Monique, I promise. And I know her in real life. Like I know her personally. But she's called the Kitchen Bruja. I would recommend you asking her questions about egg cleanses, or maybe even scheduling something with her about an egg cleanse, because she's going to be able to do that way better. And I feel like she has, I don't want to misspeak on her, but she might have like Mexican also heritage in her. I'm not 100% sure. I know she has like some sort of Latin ancestry. Awesome. I will. Thank you. Love reading. All right, let's do it, Sharnita. Let's do a love reading. Your timestamp is 1 hour and 58 minutes. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Just doing some cleansing breaths here, Sharnita. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, please correct me. I would love to say your name correctly. This is for our friend Sharnita. Perfect. Oh, good. Spirit, what does Sharnita need to know about love? Spirit, what does Sharnita need to know about love? What does Sharnita need to know about love? I just keep seeing blooms everywhere, flower blooms everywhere. So I don't know if there's something that's blooming. I would imagine there's something blooming. I don't know if you are with somebody, you're talking to somebody, you're in a situationship with something. Natalia, it's a $15 donation. Linktree link is in the profile. But this makes me feel very much like something is coming in, something is blooming, something is going to just be so like inviting. Like when I think about flowers blooming like this, it just feels so inviting. It feels so good. It feels like I can breathe. I feel comfortable. I feel like I want to like spin and dance. I just feel really positive about these blooms that I'm seeing in my mind's eye. We have the Nine of Wands, though. The Nine of Wands is a card of like something coming in very quickly that you were not expecting. This character did not expect these 8 wands behind her, because she's carrying the 9th, to land where she is. She's kind of like on guard, like, what the fuck just happened? So you could have had a little bit of whiplash when it came to love before, but this is healing. You see her head is bandaged and her hands are bandaged. She is healing from this sudden message, sudden change, sudden issue that just happened. So there is a lot of healing energy in that card. All right, we're going to see what the other cards are, but let's go. Let's go. All right. There's definitely new energy in the air. Okay. There's definitely new energy. This could have to do with children as well. Pages are children. They're also immature adults. They have new beginnings. They're a beginner. This is a new beginning. These are beginners. They're beginning something. They're starting something. Yes, I need healing. You're going to get that healing. You're going to get that healing. Okay. Period. Especially because we have the Seven of Wands at play. We're going to talk about her, but we're not going to talk about her yet. But you are going to rise above. Okay. Especially because we have the highest ace in the entire deck of tarot. Aces, again, are new beginnings. The swords are the air signs, the element of air. Air lifts you up, makes you breathe, allows for inspiration and ideas, communication, action, divine interaction. That's why the sword expands further than the physicality of the card. But with the pages with it, girl, passion, desire, motivation, emotions, creativity, intuition. Trust your intuition, because this new love that's coming in is going to raise you up. That was not my best. But either way, I don't even know if I like that song. But either way, it is going to like raise you up. It's something that's going to take you to another level. So you might find somebody who you've never felt this way about. Like you love somebody so much that you're like, wow, I really never felt this way about anyone. The Seven of Wands, girl. This is the leveling up card. This is you being in the right place at the right time, at the right vantage point. You are at an advantage. Don't let anyone make you feel like you are less than. You are the prize, period. You are the prize. You are going to heal. You're going to feel on top of the world. People are going to try to get your attention, but you're going to be like, you need to meet my standards before I give you any attention. If you're not meeting my standards, I can't be with you. Be aware of narcissistic people coming your way. You might have undergone narcissistic abuse already, but just be aware of any narcissist that may come into your life. Now, typically he's not a narcissist, but I am getting narcissistic vibes when I look at him. But just know that this is you at a good position. No one can touch you. And if anyone's love bombing you or mirroring you and be like, oh my God, I really love doing hikes, or I really love going swimming, and they don't have any like evidence that they actually like those things, red flag. Trust your intuition when it comes to that. But there is something here that's going to be really beneficial. And it absolutely, this card could indicate marriage as well. Okay. How I feel about it's more narcissistic, but it could indicate this new beginning is going to lead up into marriage. Somebody's going to help you take your power back. Somebody's going to see you for you. The Five of Swords is the take your power back card. These characters tried to fight this character, but this character said, not today, bitch, and disarmed them and took their power back, took what belonged to them back. So just know, like, the next partner you have is going to be supportive, is going to say, like, I got you. Don't worry. You need some money? I got you. You need time? I got you. You need this thing? I got you. Like the partner I have now literally's had, like, I moved into his house and now he's redoing the front room and the spare room. And he's actually going to redo this room, not the paint, but like the flooring in this room too. Just so I can move my stuff in. Like, just so that we have, like, he let me choose the colors. He chose the flooring, but he let me choose the colors. He let me like have whatever I wanted, essentially, with limitations, of course, but it's very much like that same energy of like having a supportive partner, a partner that wants you to be happy here, who really puts you first and also puts themselves first. So you should be putting yourself first too. But Shanita, I do think there's something new coming in for you that's going to be really, really beneficial. But just don't let any narcissists in, okay? And this next person that is really supportive is going to help you. Could be somebody that you end up, get married to, if that's something that you want to do. Thank you for you're awesome. Thank you, Sharnita. I really appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It looks like we lost the numbers here. That's no big deal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just restart the live here. I'm only going to be on for about another hour, so I am going to chill out with you guys. So if you're interested in a reading, go ahead and submit your donation, but I am going to restart this live at this time. But Sharnita, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight, and thank you so much for submitting your donation. I really, really, really appreciate you so much. And I hope it made sense. All right, guys, I literally am going to be right back. So BRB, follow me if you haven't already. You're very welcome, Trinita. Not a problem. BRB. Let's get back to live. I don't see anyone on YouTube, but that's okay. But that's okay. I'm just ridiculous. I'm just funny. Audience control already did. There we go. That's why I needed this. This right here. Okay. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Hi, hello. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. My name is Melody. I'm a clairvoyant who can see, feel, and hear spirit. And if you are interested in a reading, we're doing readings right now here live on the internet. Yes, we are. If you are looking to get clarity or insight on a matter, that's a tarot reading or a psychic reading where we look into a subject. We get you some clarity. We get you some insight. Hi, Judy. Welcome back. So that could be a topic reading. Are you looking about love, relationships, finances, career, health, general, which is just a message from spirit? You don't know what to ask? General is your go-to. Also, I do mediumship readings. What did I just say? I just heard something. Did I hear a cat? I don't even know where my cats are. Anyways, I do mediumship readings. Mediumship readings I do are direct connection. Kimberly, thank you so much for the follow and the rose. I do a direct connection here. So what I do is I ask you, who do you want to get in contact with? Their relationship to you. Is it your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, etc.? You let me know who we're getting in contact with. And I do connect with them. If they don't have a traditional relationship with you, their first name only is what I would look for. The other thing I offer is human design. Human design is a chart reading all about you. What type of energy do you possess? How do you work with your specific type of energy? And how do you trust yourself with making decisions? Kimberly, all my readings are $15 donations for 5-minute readings. Okay. So every time you send in 15, you're going to get a 5-minute reading of your choice. You can find how to send in your donation through my profile. So check it out. Hi, Annette. Welcome in. Thanks for being here today. Hope everyone's doing well on this Friday. It is a Friday. And I'm only going to be on for around about 50 more minutes. So if you're interested in a reading, go ahead and get your donation in now to get your reading right away. There is no wait at this time. So the first person to send in their donation and it comes through is the person that's not going to have a wait, is going to get their reading right away. Right away. All right. Thanks for being here. Witch and Alchemy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're just waiting on our next donation to come through. And if you need help to figure out how to send in that donation, I got you with this giant ass board. This is how you send in your donation. Specifically, you want to go here, then click here, then choose how you want to send in your donation. This is the first link. This is the fourth link, and that's the third link. Nope, I mixed them up. This is the third link, and that's the fourth link, but this is definitely the first one. So if you're interested in a reading, that's how you do it. It's all right here where you can find this and send in your $15 donation. I got to get a smaller board. That's rough. Is it going to rain? Oh, I think it's going to rain. Fucking love the rain. Love it. All right. Woo! I just looked at myself on YT. We're doing sign language, right? And I looked white out as fuck. Alrighty, guys. So thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us today. If you're interested in reading, that's what we're doing here today. Real nice, LOL. Spirit makes me burp for those of you who are unaware. Spirit just makes me release in that way. So I let him fly because who am I to stop Spirit? Just a weakling here in this world. In comparison, I am strong, but in comparison to Spirit, we're not as strong as them. Alrighty, guys. Welcome. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's enjoying their day. I don't know if you are also experiencing some rain. I'm in Michigan, so we have some rain here coming our way. I just see it in the sky. I see it in the sky. It isn't here yet, but it's coming. Thank you, Judy, for liking the live. I really appreciate that so much. Thank you. I was scrolling and came in mid-belch. Oh, nice one. I wonder how many people that actually happens to, where the spirit made me burp and they just come in and they're like, this bitch on live on air is just letting these fucking burps rip. But I don't find burps to be rude. I'm not somebody who's like, oh my God, you're so impolite. You just burped. I just know they're a human thing. Humans do that. And I, honestly, if it came to burping or farting, I definitely would rather burp than fart. Sometimes you can't trust a fart. Sometimes you can't trust them motherfuckers at all. Angie, thank you for the follow. Leela, what up, girl? Sarah's like, same. At least with the burps, I can trust what's coming out. And if anything does come up with a burp, I can usually not like let it out, Whereas if you fart and you're like, oh, yeah, it happens. It happens to all of us. Them tricky ass farts. I'm good. I'm so glad to hear that, Leela. All right. So instead of talking about bodily autonomy, not autonomy, but bodily functions, also women should have bodily autonomy. Yes, they should. We are doing readings, though. We're doing readings. Thank you, Sarah, for the likes. Thank you, Leela, for the likes. If you're interested in a reading, we are doing readings for $15 donations. You're going to get a 5-minute reading for your $15 donation. Look in my profile. You're going to see the clickable link to click onto in order to get your $15 donation. And hi, Lacey. I saw you come in. What up, girl? Right now we have an opening, so there is no wait at this time. I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. For those of you who don't know the difference between all of those readings, psychic readings is a topic reading. I'm going to channel a message and I'm going to pull cards for you. Mediumships, where I connect with somebody who's passed away into the spiritual realm of your choice. I do a direct connection. And also human design is a chart reading. It's my favorite modality. I also live stream on we did sign language. We're learning sign language, but this is human design right here. It's all about you. It's a chart reading about your energy, how it works for you, how you can work with it efficiently, and how to trust yourself with making decisions. Now, you don't need a professional to read, but if you wanted a professional to read you, I'd be so honored to be that professional that does that. But you can literally find free charts if you just do a Goog. And you'll find that chart. I will never, ever, ever gatekeep human design. Chelsea, thank you so much for the follow. Because human design is so vitally important to understand like who you are and what energy you have. It should be really validating information. You would just be like, oh, that's why I do that. That's why I'm the way I am. Because I'm designed to be that way. So yes, guys, if you're interested in any of those readings, I do them all for a $15 donation. Link is in the bio. You'll be able to find it by clicking my picture, boop, and clicking my picture again, boop. Chelsea, thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Really, really wonderful of you guys to do that. Not just for me, but for any creator on this app. It really does help. It gets you further into algorithm. It really gets you traction, honestly. So thank you guys so much for helping me out by liking the live, doing a tippy tap, 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 tap. Appreciated. Alrighty. The 1 o'clock hour I have found is a little rough. I wonder if it's like because it's kind of after lunch a little bit, but I used to take really late lunches when I worked 9 to 5s, traditional jobs, if you will. Like I literally would go at like 1 or 2 because it makes the next half of the workday super fast. So I'd rather take a big chunk in the morning and then take a late lunch and then get out of work seemingly quicker. It felt that way. It was all mental, clearly. But yeah, I wonder if that's why 1 o'clock is a little slower. I have noticed that. Hi, Kim. Welcome back. Welcome back in. Alrighty, guys. Sash, welcome back. But yeah, we are doing readings right now. There is no wait. Get your donation in now, and you will get the next reading of your choice. Heck yeah. And again, if anyone's like, how the hell do I do that? You're going to go to my profile. From my profile, you're going to click on this guy here. And then you can choose any of these. Thank you, Leela, for the Tiny Dinies. Roar. Tiny Dinies get tiny roars. You can use any of these. This is the first in here. So yeah, check it out. Get your donation in. There's no wait. You're going to find it all right here, right in the bio. All right. Woo! It is like literally so big. So fucking big. That board there. But that's how you do it. That's how you send in your donation here. I think it's my chair, but it sounds like a cat. I got 4 of those guys in this house. Hi, Clara. Welcome in, darling. Just making sure I didn't miss anybody. I'm pretty positive I did it, but just in case. Alrighty. Good morning. Leela says, I thought it was a kitty. I think that was my chair. Because none of my cats actually sound like that. But Winnie definitely woke me up this morning. Well, he didn't wake me up, but I was already awake. But he was like, meow, 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 meow. He did that earlier this week too. And then he left. The nerve, the gall of him coming in, meowing at me, and leaving. So I called that motherfucker back. I said, Winnie, Winston, Winnebago. And he came back. He did. And I made him snuggle with me because I think he's afraid of the upstairs bed. And I don't blame him. We have a little girl. Her name is Lily. That's she is mine, but she's also my boyfriend's. He got her first. He adopted her first, whatever. But she is the one that does not like her brothers. She has nothing but brothers. She's the little girl out of 4 cats, the only girl. Oh, that was thunder. And she will bop, 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 bop. Winston. Sometimes we come home or we'll wake up in the morning and he'll have scratches on his poor little nose. Poor little guy gets beat up all the time by his sister. But he also needs to leave her alone. But I think he now is like afraid of the bed. So he came up on, we have a chest in front of our bed and I just scooped him up and made him cuddle me. So you can't come in here meowing at me and expect not to get loved on. You crazy. You know who your mom is. She's Elvira. Is it Elvira or Elmira? I think it's Myra. You guys, do you understand that reference? Did you guys watch Tiny Toons as kids? Where are my 90 kids at? Tiny Toons up in here? But I'm definitely Elmira. Any animal I see, I want to hug, I want to pet, I want to squeeze. Yeah, Elmira. There's Penny! Hi, sister. I'm definitely Elmira. And you know that for a fact. I've been bitten by a cat on the top of the head. Dogs don't tend to bite me, but I've been bitten by a dog before, but not because I was loving on it. Not because I was loving on it. But yeah, she knows my history more than anybody probably in the world. That's my sister. Love you, sister. But we are waiting on our next donation. So anyone else who's interested in a reading, come on in, get that donation in. It's a $15 donation. She loves me too. I knew she did. All right, guys. 1 o'clock is really like halted. Halted today. Is it storming where you are, P? Because it just came through. Just started to storm over here. The swans comment, I didn't get it. It was filtered. Your stupid swan comment was filtered. I forcefully love my pets, cats, dogs, chickens. It doesn't matter. That's it. Not yet. You might not get it then. It's already over here. But yeah, it's looking gnarly outside. Looking gnarly over here. But yeah, but I didn't ignore your swan comment. I'm really glad it was filtered. But for those of you who are unaware and doesn't know my history, I almost died by swans, and I'm being very. Oh, the rain just started. But I was almost killed by swans. I am being very, very extra with my words. When I think I was like 4 or 5. I can't remember, but it was one of those memories. I was like, never going to trust a swan. We were at some sort of like person's like campground. They had a camper, and they had like a little like deck that led out to this little lake. And there was baby swans, and I was really excited about the baby swans. You did not almost. It was almost killed by a swan. But either way, I went to go like pet the baby swan because I'm a baby and I don't know the difference. And I remember falling into the lake. Not super, it wasn't very deep. I literally was 5 and could stand in it and was fine. So it wasn't like this deep. It was our uncle's cabin up north after a family reunion. Was that who it was? Because I always thought it was when Mom worked at Commuter. I thought it was that one guy. Was his name Dwayne as well? I thought it was his place, but I don't fucking know. I was 5. But I fell in. And then the swan, Mom swan, was like, fuck you, and got really big and came at me. I was like, ah! And my dad literally picked up, was it Gordy? Was it Gordy or somebody else? Who else is Marty? It might have been Marty. Swans are no joke. Worse than Canadian geese. Like they're fucking terrible, and they're terrifying, and they have teeth. Even Canadian geese have teeth. But it came at me. Mark? I thought it was Marty. Marvin. Yes. Okay. That makes sense. But he was like coming at me, big wings coming out, like literally like looked like it was walking on water. It was coming on so fast to me. My dad literally plucked me out of the water. I was safe. My dad saved my life. But yeah, I almost died by a swan. And ever since then, I've had beef. They're beautiful. Way the fuck over there, away from me. Don't fucking bring me near a fucking swan. I will start to like shut up. My sister said dramatic. But literally anytime I see a swan, I'm just like, get the fuck away from me now. And at a lake, not a lake, it's a river that I tube on. I haven't went tubing yet this year. But there's swans all over that river. And sometimes they'll be close to me where I will literally spaz out and I will try to like kick my feet, swim with my tube just to try to get away from that. I can love you from afar. Thanks. Literally. Like I can enjoy your beauty, but I also know you are scary. You are a literal dinosaur. Thanks very much. Thank you. Dinosaurs are real, guys. They're still around every day. They're here. Lord. All right, guys. Thanks for coming and joining me here today. If you've never seen my face before, hi, hello. My name's Melody. I am a clairvoyant medium who can see, feel, and hear spirit. And if you guys are interested in readings, I offer readings here live today on the internet. I also record them on Let's Learn Some Sign Language. This is the letter Y, and this is the letter T. So I also record on So you can always watch your reading anytime you like. I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. So if you're interested in a reading, it's a $15 donation. To send your donation, thank you, Clara, for sharing the live. This is how you do it. P, have you seen this yet? This is new. You can find this in this right here. Nope. And you can use either these 3 ways to send in your $15 donation. But you're going to find this here. All right. Perfect. So that's how you send in your donation, with this giant fucking thing. Nope. Stay. Good. All right. Nope. Impressive writing skills. Thank you. I had to write that backwards. All of this that you're seeing right now on this board was written backwards. So you'll see it on you'll see it there because it's not mirrored on that website. But yeah, all this is backwards. You should get a smaller one. Well, the thing is, this was actually where this door is behind me. I started using it yesterday, but the thing is that it didn't really work out. So people would come in and instead of like listening to the readings and being like, oh, she does a really good job, or she's really in connection, you know, they don't get the example. They just see like donate to me and then they leave. So I was having a really hard time yesterday until I took it off. When I took it off, I got like 7 donations in a row. And Leela, I just got your donation. Looks like we're doing human design, which is very exciting. So I do want to get a smaller one. I need a smaller one because that is just impractical. That is comically impractical. And I'm not going to stay here. Jimmy has the flooring. Sister, look at our flooring. And look at this rug. Leela, I'm going to get you in just a moment. I want to show my sister like our new floor that we have. And then this is the rug we just bought for this room. And then, hold on. We already used that now. But like this, we're getting these together. This is the new flooring too. I'm very excited. Very excited. You're cool, thank you. I love that rug, right? It's so cute. It looks so good. Thank you so much. I'm very excited. And when I say we got it together, I'm lying to everybody. I did nothing. 0% of things that I do. It's all my partner. I need new flooring too. It's called Arcadia, I think, something like that. Arcadia is the one we selected. But I'm excited. Like as soon as the floor is done, he's gonna get the floorboards back in. We're gonna bring my stuff up. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, so Leela, we're gonna also stream this on. And let's go ahead and get going. Now your timestamp is 2 hours and about 28 minutes, 27:30 to 28. So start at 27:30. We got 6 minutes on your timer. I will bring your partner's stuff with me on Thursday. Remind me to grab it. What do you have? I don't even remember you having anything of his. Well, maybe he remembers. I don't know. But let's go ahead and talk about it. So Leela, we're in a position here and here. All right. Is Thursday when we're protesting, P? I think Thursday's the protest. Okay, so Leela, we got timer here. We have gone over your human design before. She said, where is it? There's the you're cool. We already talked about, where is that other comment about you? Oh, wait. I know what's that. It's literally right here. So she said human design. Girl, why is this taking forever to load? Human design, can you see which my clairs are the biggest? Okay, that's what we're doing. We're going to check out your clairs. All right. My strongest clairs. Okay, perfect. So we're going to start your timer now. So this is the human design body graph. For people who don't know, this is basically your blueprint to you, why you are the way that you are, things like that. But she's asking about her clairs. Now there's certain areas here or different gates that will show her which clairs are her strongest. Now, gate 44, which is the gate of the nose of smell. So you would be, I don't remember what that clair is called, but it's literally like you will smell things. And it's on both sides of your chart. So to me, that is your biggest clair because you have it in gate, you have it in both your south nodes, okay? Both your south nodes. Your personality, which is this side, and your unconscious side, which is the red side. This is the things you brought in from your past life. So this is very, very strong. This is very rooted in you. This is something that you've brought in from a different area or a different source, your past life. So really trust your nose. Is something, if you have like a certain smell when you like somebody's lying to you and you're like, something smells off. That's literally like your clair saying, hey, something's not right here. And again, your clairvoyance, or not clairvoyance, excuse me, your intuition is better in person than it would be on the internet or doing something like I do. You can still do it, but it's going to be stronger when you're in aura with somebody because, again, you take in, you amplify, and you reflect back anytime you have white in your chart, okay? Because the other clairs that I am aware about, you don't have them defined in your chart. The only clair I really see defined in your chart is gate 44. Now I do, gate 19 is very much popping out at me, and this is really about connection with animals. So you might have a really strong connection with animals. You have it on both sides of your chart, and they're both in Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So you have a really, like, probably really good luck with animals. I think you said you're an Elmira as well. I have gate 19 actually in my personality sun. So yeah, absolutely. I'm a Disney princess, literally Disney princess, because Jupiter is usually the planet of like really good things. But honestly, really what Jupiter is just a planet of expansion. So if you're having like a bad luck streak and it's in Jupiter, then you're going to expand on that bad luck. Same with good luck. If you're on a good luck streak and it's in Jupiter, you're going to expand the good luck. It's just really about expansion. In human design, they say it's the law, which doesn't make sense to me in my brain, and I don't really read that way because the law is Saturn. Saturn's the one who lays down the laws. He's the planet of karma. He gives you your karmic gifts after like bullying you and making you feel bad. Hi, Jeanette. And beating you up. He's like, okay, here's your gift now. That's very much the energy of Saturn, excuse me. But you definitely have big energy here when it comes to animals. When it comes to, I think it's the gate of, what is 19? It's wanting, the gate of wanting. I almost called it fantasy, but gate 49 is the gate of fantasy. Gate 19 is the gate of wanting. So there is this need almost to like have animals in your life. It's not really like a choice. It's really like a necessity for you. Like you may be somebody who is not able to like live without an animal, or you would only be living without an animal for a very short time. Again, I have this and I've only been without an animal for like a year and I want to say a year and a half. And that was during transition where I left my ex-fiance. I went to live with my best girlfriend, but she had a dog, but it wasn't my dog. So I guess it was really only 2 months that I've been without an animal completely before I moved out and got Salem. Hi, Renee. They don't talk back and love me unconditionally 100%. I mean, cats talk back. Let's be for real. They talk back. And some dogs even will talk back. Some dogs get real sassy. But they do love unconditionally. There is nothing you can do to make them not love you. But yeah, your connection with animals is very strong. Your sense of clair with your nose, your sense of smell is very strong. Also, like just fantasy in general, like your ideas, your inspiration, especially because it's in your earth. Earth is how you balance yourself out. So your imagination, your fantasies, the things you really are connected to, things like that, really balance you out. So just know, like with gate 49 being highlighted in your subconscious earth, you are somebody who's very like, you might get intuition through your imagery and through clairvoyance. I wouldn't be surprised if you do see things. I don't have this defined and I see things clairvoyantly, but you have the gate of insight here, gate 43, which is actually in your sun, your personality sun or your conscious sun. So these are things you understand about yourself. You have really good insight on things, and you probably are very much saying like, hey, I got this under control, or I understand how this works, or you tell me it and I'll be able to convey it really well because you have this really good connection because you have the 4323 channel, which connects your ajna to your throat. So your insight is part of it. I see my dreams better, but I can see in the mind's eye, but blurry. It's a practice, right? It's a muscle. So you just have to keep practicing, use it. If you're seeing things, even though they're blurry, it's still going to be really beneficial for you. But your insight is really good. Really great insight. So I would trust your insight. I would trust your nose. I would trust in the small animals in your life as well. All right. So hopefully that made sense there, Leela. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for being here and submitting your donation. You got your 6-minute reading there. And I think I'm just going to sign off early. I think that's just what I'm going to do today. Because I only got about 20 more minutes and I just like kind of bloop. We only have you in here, Leela. Whereas earlier, we had a lot of people in here earlier. But somebody, of course, I get a lot of people, and then I had a reading that didn't go super duper well, and everyone left. So is as it is. It's almost like it's like, I don't know if it's stage fright is the right words, but it's like when I have an audience, I feel like I need to perform better. Maybe I don't know, and then maybe I overthink it. I don't know. My own worst enemy. That's who I am. That's all right, though. I will get better and better. But I think I'm going to sign off early today. What I like hearing, the raw truth. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I try to give the truth. I do give the truth. I'm a very honest person. I give you whatever I get. Like, that's just how it is. Not all the messages are going to be great. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're warnings. But I think I'm out of here. But I love you guys all so much. Thank you so much for getting a reading here to me. Thank you again for being a subscriber as well, Leela. Exactly, 100%. But I do hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. And I love you guys all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good day. Oh, no. Bye.